Hello and welcome back to RimWorld and the current fortress of the Rambonian Knights. And yes, we can finally call it a fortress because there's actually a wall surrounding our colony, which is just beautiful. At the same time, there's a small issue of the tiny little bit of toxic fallout going on. Just saying, it's a small thing, but yeah, you know, I don't like it. Apparently, Igor's decided to throw a party. Nobody seems to be attending it, which is kind of unfortunate for poor Igor, but I'm sure in the very least Rambo will get in on it. Oh, yeah, there we go. So we've finished the main wall, and our next big plan is to switch over most of the colony's walls into stone walls, in addition to just generally expanding the colony. Oh, my word. Igor, what were you sitting on? Those three were like, that was three people sitting on two chairs there. I don't think they understand how the logistics of chairs works. It's a small problem for our colony. Clearly they have no idea of what a chair is anyway. Let's ignore that small logistical issue. And what we're gonna do is get rid of, are these stone walls? Oh, they are stone walls. Have we already started doing that process? Did I forget about that? That's the worst. Apparently, we've already started actually tearing down wood walls and turning them into stone walls, which is great. So we're going to continue to do that. We're going to work first on the more food systems in the colony, because the food infrastructure is some of the most important stuff to keep around. Now, there is also another pressing issue of the colony regarding Mission. There have been calls for Mission's head at this point, given the fact that he may or may not have killed a raccoon that we considered to be the colony mascot at the moment. Normally, such a thing would be execution worthy. Oh, no, don't actually execute him, please. No, we're not supposed to execute him. Cherie, don't do it. Normally, that would be execution worthy, but given that we are, one might say, low on labor, we only have 4 people and 1 singular peasant, we have to pardon Mission for the death of a raccoon. On the other hand, he will be condemned to an infinity of working as a peasant, which is arguably, I would say almost definitely, worse than death. So we do have that is a benefit. Nice job, Frankie. It's just tearing everything down right now. I'm concerned that might cause a small collapse in the ceiling there, but it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. We'll set that up for granite walls there because we just have enough stuff for it. And then if we can get someone to potentially haul away all of this wood, that'd be brilliant. Cherie's just continuing to make a good amount of stone bricks, because of course the entire colony will forevermore be made out of stone bricks, as per the decree of Miss Rambo, the great leader queen of the colony, who's going to do her best to maintain the colony overall. So in addition to the kind of like restructuring of the colony into stone, we do need to construct a sort of like meeting spot, a place where people can play billiards and chess and billiards and more chess, because that's all we have, and you know, you just have to get over it. So I think potentially sticking off of here, we can set up a little room. How big do we actually need the room to be to set up a billiards table? Not too big. Actually, the size of this dining room is kind of perfect for it. So if we were to set up potentially, like, I don't know, a room sort of like this, this could be perfect size for a nice, like, recreation room where people can, you know, just chill out, play whatever nice games they want to, not have to play horseshoes forever ad infinitum, which currently is the only form of recreation in the colony. I hope everyone likes horseshoes, because that is all they are getting. It is exclusively horseshoes all day long. Also hope we have enough granite. I don't think we have enough granite for this. That is a small problem. We're gonna have to set the bills for this No limestone, but we're going to set a granite bill to do like, I don't know, 15 times granite blocks, just so we have enough of those to finish up all of these walls. Oh man, this colony is gonna go places. I love it. It's great. What the heck is this? Why is there just a random fire out in the middle of... Oh, a boom rat exploded. Okay, that explains it. Okay, I was wondering what that was. Apparently, boom rats. Now, can we possibly prioritize the hauling of these slate blocks in here? Because I would like to have those slate blocks get put into, like, I don't know, a little column here so I can see that we have them. Because we need to know at every moment, every resource in the colony. Because this is not some form of, like, I don't know, non-socialist system. I'm pretty sure it's a fairly socialist system. No, it's a feudal system, sorry. I don't think socialism and feudalism go together. It's just kind of hard to tell. I really don't know. You know, I don't do politics often. I just do authoritarian rule, which generally requires very little politics and a lot of just kind of yelling and a few guns. And that generally works out for the best. Mission? Do you have one random fertilized egg in your room? Where did you get that, Mission? Mission, did you lay an egg? Is Mission part chicken? I don't know if I want a part chicken peasant. I mean, chickens are basically already peasants. I mean, not really. It's actually not at all, because in order to be a peasant, you have to be some form of worker, and basically all these chickens do is walk around and eat stuff, and occasionally poop out an egg. They totally just poop it out. That's exactly how chickens work. But something like actually our dog is far more likely to be a peasant than anything else. If at any point someone can, you know, train it to be a peasant dog, that'd be amazing. So this little room's getting set up. Oh look, Rambo's just having a nice little time playing horseshoes, slowly suffering from some form of terrible toxic build-up. Yeah, that's not good. This toxic stuff is the worst. And last time we had a toxic fallout, it lasted like an entire season. It was not a good thing. I did not appreciate that. If we can possibly not have an entire season of toxic fallout, that'd be amazing. Wow. Okay. This boom rat has actually done some significant damage to the wilderness out here. I don't understand at all how something like a boom rat can possibly ever evolve, ever. Just doesn't make any sense. I mean, first off, they're basically, their thing is just exploding, which I feel like causing yourself to explode is really not a good evolutionary trait to have. And then you consider the massive amount of environmental damage that any boom rat can do at any time. Ooh. Ooh. Can you guys go get those ibex? Oh my word, there's so many dead things. Guys, butcher the dead things. Rambo, don't consume. Can we prioritize? Oh, I want to prioritize butchering these. If we could butcher those muffalos, that'd be amazing. Okay, are these recently dead? They are. Let's try and prioritize hauling some of these muffalos, just so that we can possibly get them into the colony, because these things will give us a ton of food, and food is a thing that we definitely need right now. Oh my word, look at it. And it's not even bad. There's nothing wrong with the meat, even though it clearly died from some sort of terrible toxic buildup. There is nothing wrong with the meat of that ibex. That is beautiful. Do we have any cloth? Just asking, because I do want to build a billiards table, and you do kind of need cloth for that. Doesn't appear that we have any of it. We do have smoke leaf just sitting out here, which probably requires some actual hauling. Cherie, instead of eating, I know Cherie was just about to go eat. You need to go bring that smoke leaf into the walk-in fridge, because although we're currently not doing anything with smoke leaf, it is kind of an important thing that we make sure that it doesn't go bad or anything. Oh my word, look at this. She's cutting up a muffalo. What's it gonna make? How much stuff? Come on, Rambo, just spit it out. Oh, that's like 200 meats. Okay, It was like 150 meats. 200 is really overdoing it, but basically 150 meats. That is solid. I mean, we've already got 2 other muffalos here. If we could possibly get Rambo to cut up those muffalos, that'd be amazing. Dude, what if we created... You know how in a lot of butcheries, if you've ever seen like in probably like level industrial sized butcheries, they have like pigs in a freezer up on racks. What if we made like a freezer like that, where we just stuck entire like animal bodies up on a rack? Dude, this could be a good way to like, you know, save a bit of food up. I mean, I don't know if I'm ever going to use that, because generally we work via agriculture. But, you know, I will get Rambo just before she goes to bed to butcher up this other muffalo, because I really don't want it to go bad. Ooh, what is this? More meat! It's boom rat meat. That's terrible. I don't like boom rat meat. I imagine boom rat meat would be really tough. Cherie and Frankie are apparently no longer in a relationship. Well, Cherie, you gave up your best chance to no longer be a peasant. Good for you. She is now going to remain a peasant forever, basically. I mean, she chose for that to be a thing. Rambo, you can go sleep now. You're allowed to sleep. Go for it. You don't have to keep butchering things, Rambo. Okay. Rambo has some, like, ridiculous urge to butcher everything right now, which may or may not have been caused by me telling Rambo to go butcher stuff. But she has decided to not sleep, which is, you know, whatever. Whatever you do, Rambo, so long as you're happy with your life, because you are the queen. Oh, my word. Please stop butchering things. Just go to sleep. Go to sleep, Rambo. Oh, my word. She's not. Cancel prioritize. There we go. Okay, I think when I told her to go butcher at a table, it actually meant go butcher literally everything that could possibly be butchered at a table, which, quite frankly, is not something that Rambo needed to be doing at the moment. Rambo, go to sleep. Jeez, you're the queen. You should not stay awake infinitely just butchering muffalos for all of existence, although we do now have just a ton of meat. Look at all that meat. That's like 400 meat there. 500? I just really vaguely just like, you know, kind of like eyeballed that. I have no clue how much it actually is. It's probably a decent quantity. Let's check. 312. So I was completely and totally really terribly off on the amount of meat that was there, which is just a small issue. So what else do we have? We have a bow. We really don't have much at all. And the fact that we're currently not working on smoke leaf, which is mainly for the point of being able to use the stonecutters table, is kind of meaning that we aren't producing anything terribly nice. Let's take this storage area. We're going to tear down the wooden walls, put in stone walls there next. Ooh, a chunk of spacecraft. I mean, so long as it's not a deadly chunk of spacecraft, I'm all about that stuff falling nearby the colony. And, of course, you know, so long as it falls nearby the colony and not on the colony. Because if Rambo is woken in the middle of the night by a giant piece of a spaceship just falling on her, which generally I don't consider that to be, you know, being woken up so much as being immediately deadified. But, you know, whatever works for Rambo works for us. That is always true, because Rambo is the key person in the colony. There we go. So we'll get those stone walls set up. Oh, man, we are going to be completely fireproof. It's going to be beautiful. It's just the best thing ever. Cherie, how you doing? Just continually cutting stone? I hope that means that you're becoming good at cutting stone. Because, Cherie, if you don't learn how to cut stone, I swear, that's going to be terrible. More cargo pods. Ooh, neutroamine. That's actually some pretty valuable stuff. So basically, in case you don't know what neutroamine is, this is basically a chemical that's used to create, what is it? Medicine. That's what it does. You use this cloth and a bit of herbal medicine to create legitimate high-level medicine. So that just dropping down, ooh, is pretty solid. What do we got? A group of pirates, just 2 people. Apparently, we have Grammy and Fjellsmel. Okay, that's a terrible name, Fjellsmel. I mean, I'm sure that's an actual name from some culture, but I don't care for it. It's really annoying. It's one of those, like, Nordic J names, isn't it? Like Jarl or, Jarl. I can't think of another. I know others because, you know, I read Beowulf and all that, but I can't be asked. Too much effort. Okay, everyone is properly equipped. We just need to check that. Yes, everyone is properly equipped. It's just a matter of waiting for that raid to show up, and then we should be perfectly fine because our defenses are just, like, top-notch right now. This is beautiful. Come on, bring it, pirates! Come on over here. I'm just gonna let them work. They can just, you know, do their thing, all the colonists. They don't have to freak out about a bunch of pirates off in the middle of nowhere. They should really freak out a lot more about a bunch of pirates, like, actually in their colony, which is not a thing, and will never be a thing because we are, there we go. They're beginning their assault because we are great fighters. So I'm gonna guess overall these guys are gonna show up basically coming around this hill. So based on that, we're gonna have the shooters off on this right-hand side, just lined up nicely. And we'll have Frankie in reserve on the left so that he's farther away from the gunners. I may have been wrong about the direction they're coming from. While it seemed tactically sound for them to come this way, apparently that's not a thing. Hey, Scout, take that guy down. Ugh, Frankie, go help Scout. Kind of want Scout to continue to live. And we don't really have forever because, you know, we're slowly dying of toxic buildup. But then again, they're dying of toxic buildup a lot quicker because they've been out there for a while. Okay, here we go. Grammy is coming in. Frankie's going to go save Scout. And firing has begun. They're already fleeing. What happened? Oh, Scout, nice job. You took him down. Let's actually catch that guy, because we could use more colonists. Oh, and he's a scientist? That's perfect. Can you guys just take down Grammy too? Because he has a gun, and that would be kind of useful to have around the colony, because we don't have many firearms, actually. I think we've injured him in such a way that he's not actually all that fast. So if we just take him down, there we go. Nice job, guys. That was, I will tell you, absolutely beautiful. That is the power of actually having good colony defenses. At this point, nothing is going to stop us. Cherie's just bringing back that survival rifle, so we have that not deteriorating out there. We should probably build like a weapons rack room. I always like weapons rack rooms. Those are nice. Well, Fjellsmel, that is your new room. We're going to put a vent in there so that you don't die of hypothermia in the middle of the night. It's going to be kind of useful for Fjellsmel to continue to survive. And I really, just so that we're clear, I do not care if Fjellsmel is the actual way that we pronounce his name. That is officially what his name is. Oh, nice. Okay, so we got 2 people who we've captured. One is in a nice, luxurious cell, Mr. Mission. The other is in a pretty dingy little cell. And, you know, that's too bad for him. We'll deconstruct that bed because one of those guys is going to have to go into that room once they get taken in. But what kind of person is this Fjellsmel? Let's take a look. He's a pessimist. Not good. He's abrasive. Also, very much not good. Oh, I just dropped my microphone. It just, like, fell 5 inches. It's terrible. Never drop a microphone, people. And he's apparently steadfast, which is good. Okay, that's a good thing. He's, oh my word, he's got 14 research. Is he okay? Okay, who is not, is anyone awake right now? Anyone? Rambo, you're not playing horseshoes. You're treating this guy. That guy needs literally as much treatment as can possibly be given to him because he's a crazy researcher. We need him in the colony. If he could not die of an infection, that'd be amazing. Well, that is going to be nice. Fjellsmel is going to be a member of our colony, and he's going to be the lead researcher. So that we can maybe actually get some research done and, you know, do something with this colony, like get geothermal power. That'd be nice. Anyway, for now, that'll bring us to the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Next time, I swear to goodness, at some point, Mission is going to become part of the colony. I can't really promise that, because at this point, Mission has decided to continually be a small problem, but, you know, we'll work on it. We'll also be trying to get Fjellsmel in, which will probably require some form of, I don't know, standing lamp in his room. Just saying, I mean, currently can't see anything, which is a small issue. And we'll continue to build up the colony, switch from a wood structure to stone structure, which is currently going pretty well. But anyway, until next time, thanks for watching, and of course, as always, enjoy the rest of your day.